in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 51.
Bridgewater now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Bridgewater. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
10 yards.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
4 yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now Bridgewater. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
First down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Johnson. Powering his way forward and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Complete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, third down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Marr able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bridgewater fighting through, but in the end the pressure too great and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 27, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
I hope you brought your lunch, 'cause I'm about to take you
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Duke Johnson, the ball.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Buying time to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Chicago.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Bears 24, Saints 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
49-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Letting one go deep for the end zone. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Brett Maher on for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball carrier.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A gain of 9.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
3rd and less than a yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They go to Johnson again. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 15 yards, and the Bears will extend their lead. keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Marcus, no gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruff. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On play action. Now Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And
so here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
For David Moore.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw.
And now here is another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ball carrier.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of.